Assalamualaikum and good day. We are from group number 1 and I will start our presentation today with the introduction of our record center. First, the overview. We have chosen the name of our record center as Sicher Record Center, as this name is actually a translation of the word secure in Germany. These record centers will be non-governmental and open to any organization that wishes to store their records. The address of our record center is at Jalan Alam Impian 40470 Shah Alam, Selangor. The main reasons we want to establish this record center is due to the increase of semi-current records and the lack of record center that exists today. Therefore, we decided to preserve and take care of printed and non-printed formats. Continue with our logo. As you can see in the slides, we have created logo where we choose the blue color to portray our record center as it means secure. Next, inside our logo, we have also included the icon file which represents the storage of records, and for the security icon on the left, it is actually the symbolic of we will ensure the privacy of our records is safe. Next, our motto is to protect and care. The vision is to be an excellent record center that are effective, safe and trusty in managing semi-current records of any organization, and the mission is to make sure that we are able to provide preservation and conservation for the records in order to give the best satisfaction among our organizations. Our objectives are to provide the best preservations for our records even in various formats, ensure the record center to be safe either internally or externally, and provide excellent services and facilities inside our record center. Lastly, our core businesses are preserving semi-current record service, delivery service, printing and scanning service, references service, consultation service, and appraisal and disposition of record service. Move to our organizational chart. As shown in the slide, we have our record center manager on top, followed by the liaison with records officers, internal management manager, liaison with archive manager, and lastly, security and transport manager. Continue with our design and layout of record center. The first one is the external plan of Sicher Record Center, followed by the second figure of first level. The third figure is plan of second level, where we will store only one type of record as paper format record requires the most storage space. Lastly, the plan of the third level, where this floor will be divided into 3 rooms: room for photograph records, electronic format records, and the last for audio-visual records and microfilm. For the location, we have chosen a flat land located at Jalan Alam Impian 40470 Shah Alam, Selangor, where it is also a strategic area as it is surrounded by several other organizations that can make Sicher Record Center as their main focus to store their records.
Management of Record Center. The Sicher Record Center repository for organizational records such as legal or financial documents. Our record center helps with the entire record management process, which is the progressive collection of record to record management and finally to disposal. Our record center keep and manage current record, semi-current record, and non-current record for age 8 to 24. All records stored in our record center will be required to pay the fees in accordance with the agreements of term and policies. Policy. There are 4 types of policy in our record center. First is client policy. Record that be kept must be paid for in accordance with the record center legal policy. Next, no record could be taken from the record center building without authorization. Then, unrestricted record can be borrowed and restricted record cannot be borrowed. And we did not allow anyone to bring food, beverages, or camera inside the record center. Lastly, scanning and printing for record are provided. Second is staff policy. Our record center offers client with the best service with promptness and quality. All employees in the record center must also know their responsibility and tasks. Our record center ensure that all records are in good and secure condition. Everyone in record center must have an access card to enter the storage room. Next, record center staff should seek to acquire suitable storage equipment at the time records are transferred. Next, before making a decision, we must refer to the record manager. Also, the content of the client records must be kept confidential and not disseminated. Lastly, only authorized personnel are allowed to access record and information access. Third is record policy. All record formats, including electronic, paper-based, map and plan, photograph, audio tapes, administrative records, legal record, fiscal record, historical record, research record, and electronic record are accepted in Sicher Record Center. And all digital record will be kept for as long as the client requests. Last, no record should ever be destroyed without written and specific authority. Number 4 is record disposal policy. No staff shall destroy or dispose of the official record unless it is stated in the record management program and retention schedule. The client also will be given a notice letter to dispose of the record via letter and email. Our record center also uses disposition methods of record is done by shredding the record into pieces. The client also will receive a notice letter 1 month early. And lastly, disposal of record includes destruction of the file and transfer of record of enduring value to the archival distribution. After that, administer or manage the record. Keeping record based on its type such as current record, semi-current record, and non-current record in separate record center help to ease the management of record because each type of record serves a different function based on how frequently or infrequently they are used in the conduct of current business. Our record center responsibility to store and maintain our clients' record for the purpose of conduct of business. There are many types of records that keep in Sicher Record Center. There are 6 types of records such as administrative record, legal record, fiscal record, historical record, research record, and lastly, electronic record. Maintaining the records. There are 3 ways of maintaining the record. First is preservation of the record. Next is temperature and humidity. Last is organizing the record. Why is record maintaining is important? It is because there are many benefits and advantages that can be obtained by maintaining the record. Among them is to prevent the record from being damaged. The record is not carefully maintained until it is eaten by termites. Then, maintaining of record is the effective way to manage your current record. It also eliminates the level of record keeping redundancies, reduce costs for record storage equipment and supplies, and increase usable office space through the elimination of unnecessary file storage. In addition, record management provides institutional accountability and timely access of information if the record center maintains the record. After that is security of record. Second is CCTV. Third is alarm. 4 is fingerprint scan. 5 is access card. 6 is fire extinguisher. And 7 is locked storage area. Next, there is a need for security to a record center so that it can protect our client confidential contract, data, record, or anything that's very important and personal.
Next, in our record center, there are few procedures involved, such as transferring a record. Transferring a record is needed when there's a record need to be disposed of or when it's requested by the owner or the parent company. Once a record has been transferred, our record center will hold copies of all disposal schedules, and our staff record is responsible for carrying out all required procedures for retrieving and reviewing files. Before transferring record, certain things need to be considered, such as checking the records, determining file action category, preparing the box, distributing the transfer files, labeling the boxes, and updating the location register. Next, for retrieving record procedures. The ability to easily and quickly retrieve information and files based on the needs of originating or transferring agency is a key indicator of the record center's success. Our action officer at the Sicher Record Center is willing to advise on how to use the facilities. Whenever our client wants to retrieve their document, they can directly issue them. At our record center, we provided access to the record by sending a record through email, responding to a phone or fax inquiry, requesting in person, and we also provide a consulting about the records, whereby easy access to personal records and other specialized classes. Last procedures involved is disposal. In the disposal, our record company performs some process or action that need to be taken, such as action date and review procedures. Action date means the date when records are scheduled to be removed from a record center and either to be destroyed. Next, when schedules for a record destruction have been set for the record. And the last process is when transferring record to the record center institution. These disposal procedures are taken when the record is no longer needed or the destruction date has been made. This is to avoid dumping of records in our record keeping centers.
Now, let us move to the services provided in the Sicher Record Center. The first one is preserving semi-current record service. It works to ensure that records are organized and secure while still being available when they are needed. The service is updated regularly, allowing users to access their data as quickly as possible. This service also provides tools that can help streamline the process of finding relevant documents and records. Aside from that, Sicher Record Center will help their clients to save customer office space by preserving all their abundant semi-current records in their office. It will avoid from messy and overload of information on the same time. Usually, Sicher Record Center will preserve clients' semi-current records that 8 years and above only. Besides, Sicher Record Center also provided quick delivery services, including same-day delivery within a specific region to pick up the documents at the client's location and transmit the records to an archive institution for permanent storage. Records that must be sent to an archive organization generally have approval from the agency that created them to do so. The delivery services provided by the Sicher Record Center are charged based on the distance of the Sicher Record Center to client's place or archive institution. The third service is Sicher Record Center provides a specialized printing and scanning service for businesses and individuals. Our staff of experts are highly knowledgeable and can quickly and accurately scan and print documents of all sizes. Next is reference to record service. In order to ensure that authorized persons have supervised access to records, it is important to provide a record center search room. This search room equipped with desks or tablets at which users may consult the records. Additionally, a desk for the supervising officer also have provided along with shelves for storing the references material. By providing such an environment, authorized person can easily and safely access the necessary records without any risk of mismanagement. The access to a photocopier also included in Sicher Record Center. Fifthly, Sicher Record Center is proud to offer our clients professional consultation services to help them meet their document storage and management needs. Our expert staff of professionals is available to help clients with any question or issues they may have. We offer consultation services that cover a wide range of topics, including how to organize and store documents, how to store and manage records electronically, and how to maintain compliance with applicable regulation. We also provide advice on the best way to handle document retention and destruction. Last but not least, appraisal and disposition of record services. It is to help businesses meet their obligation to securely manage, store, and dispose of their records. The appraisal and disposition of record services that we provide are comprehensive, secure, and compliant with all applicable laws. Our appraisal and disposition services begin with an assessment of the organization's records management needs and the identification of any potential legal or regulatory requirements. We then develop a records management plan that outlines the procedures for appraisal and disposition of records. This plan is tailored to the specific needs of the organization. The Sicher Record Center is equipped with the most advanced security equipment and facilities to ensure the safety of its records. Our thermometer helps us to maintain a temperature-controlled environment, while our LED emergency lights provide illumination in case of power failure. We also have CCTV cameras that are constantly monitored for any suspicious activities. Additionally, we have a biometric fingerprint system which allows us only authorized personnel to access the premise. All these measures ensure that our records remain safe and secure at all times. Other than that, we have a fire extinguisher, fax, office desk, chairs, computer, and many more. For a staffing, the job description for Hassan as a record center manager is to develop, install, and administer the organization records management program in accordance with established policies, including the retention, protection, and disposition of reports, forms, correspondence, and other records. Fatini, as the liaison with Record Office, is responsible to create policies and procedures for keeping and using records in the conduct of agency activity. In collaboration with agency program managers and personnel, inventory agency documents, prepare and approve agency records retention schedules. Salsabiila, as an internal management manager, is responsible to overseeing the day-to-day operations of the record center, ensuring that all processes and procedures are being followed correctly, training and managing staff, developing strategies to improve efficiency and reduce costs, as well as working with external stakeholders to ensure that the record center meets their needs. Other than that, the liaison with archive manager, which is Najihah, is responsible to ensure that all records are properly stored, organized, and maintained. She must be able to communicate effectively with staff and clients, as well as provide client support when needed. She must be able to quickly identify discrepancies or issues in the record and the appropriate corrective action. She must understand of archiving procedures and protocols in order to ensure that all records are kept up to date and in compliance with legal requirements. Last but not least, the security and transport management manager, which is Fazira. She must have a solid understanding of security protocols, transport regulation, and the ability to manage a team of staff. She must be able to develop and implement effective strategies for ensuring the safety of personnel and goods in transit, ensuring compliance with all applicable laws and regulations.
Next, promotional materials that we have chosen to use are brochure, banners, business cards, and tote bag as our initiative to promote our record center to the public.
That's all from us. Don't forget to come and visit to our Sicher Record Center.